Well, here I am in Aviemore at the start of the Speyside Way. Over the next 6 days actually, I'm hoping to walk the Speyside Way. I've done a lot of walking in the Lake District when I was younger, but this will be my first long distance walk, so let's hope it goes well. So far the weather's good. It's late September, so I wasn't necessarily expecting some good weather, but we've got a good start. I think it starts here at the railway station, the old railway station. Well, that's where it originally started anyway, Aviemore. I think it now starts at Newton Moor, but Aviemore is where I'll be starting. Well, it's getting a little bit more pleasant, but we're still on the outskirts of Aviemore and still on the main road, so not really the start to a long distance path that I expected, but hopefully we'll soon be clear of Aviemore and we can get on the route proper then, or at least some countryside. We're about a mile in now, and for the first time I'm away from the sound of the traffic, so it feels to me as if the journey's just beginning now. Hopefully we'll have some lovely scenery from now onwards. Well, this is a very pleasant section and we're not that far from Aviemore. There's a river down there, but whether that's the spine or not, I don't know. Better check my map in a minute. But a little bit of a puffy uphill bit there. Well, we're only about 2 miles in and I'm having to take an enforced rest. I've just passed about 50 people doing a Saturday morning park run, or earlier on it was a Saturday morning park amble. Now I know some people like this sort of thing, but to be honest, I come on long distance walks just to get away from all of this. So good for them, but disappointing for me. Well, that's an interesting little bit. Either somebody's built a shelter here for scouting adventures, or they still believe in witches around here and preparing to burn one. But the trail is beautiful. Well, I know I'm on the right path anyway, because it's a Speyside Way marker with the railway beyond. There's been a couple of these so far, but they've been surrounded by runners, so I haven't stopped. And they're all on their way back now, so hopefully I'll be past those into a bit of peace soon. Well, I'm a third of the way in now, or a third of the way for today, and I've just come up a gentle uphill bit, and it's a nice place to stop for a bit of a rest. There's a nice view and a nice piece of ground to sit on. Whilst I'm really grateful for the good weather, it's rather hot for a September or late September day, and I wish I'd worn something lighter now. If it stays like this tomorrow, I'll change it to something more suitable. It's been grand so far, and once you get out of Aviemore, it's a walk that looks as if it's going to be well worth doing. All the park runners now, or the runners, have actually turned around and gone back to Aviemore, and right at the back was a guy who was 90 years old. He was walking with semi-running with walking sticks, but I'll tell you, he was going a damn sight faster than I was, so good on him. Makes me believe that I can actually get to the end of this. First bit of navigation coming up. Not really navigation, but makes a change. It's the first gate we've been through. and we're going to be heading up this way to Boat Garden. Coming back under the railway now that we crossed to Aviemore, and I've just missed a steam train. I heard it coming, but by the time I figured out where it was coming from, it was too late. Well, we're coming up to Boat Garden now, so there's a bit of civilization, and I guess it's just road walking from now onwards. If you're into steam trains, then Boat Garden is a pretty good place to be on a September weekend. As luck would have it, the steam train pulled out just as I was approaching the station. Well, that's well worth stopping at, but the bit of road walking around Boat Garden is not particularly good for the Speyside Way. But this is a splendid little place. I think I might have to come here again. Well, this is the road through Boat Garden, and it's not really what I expect from a long distance path. So let's hope that we can get off this quite soon. Get away from the noise and get back on a bit of decent countryside. Looks like a long way to go yet though. Well, for a walk called the Speyside Way, we've seen precious little of the River Spey so far. So it looks like we're going to see it in a minute. Although it's rather disappointing that our first glimpse of the River Spey should be on a main road. But there it is, at last, the River Spey. I don't want to put a dampener on it, but that's a little bit disappointing. Still, should get better from now onwards. The view from the other side of the road is a bit better. We've got some nice hills up there, although the clouds come down. That's quite peaceful, but a little bit windy now. We've left Boat Garden, And we've got some nice forest, but we're still walking along the road. I guess there's no other option. Well, I'm pleased to spot this little path which runs alongside the main road. There's nothing to indicate that the path is there, no sign to tell you to turn off, so you tend to wander up the main road, waiting to turn right at the road ahead. So a little signpost there would be helpful, but never mind, we've got to it at last. Well, this is where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be on this path, and it looks as if the path comes onto the road just there. Now we just head up here, heading towards Loch Garten, but chances of seeing ospreys I think is pretty slim, since they depart these shores in August and it's now late September. Just come across a bit of a locham, which is about the first bit of scenery we've actually seen so far on this walk. It's been almost all forest paths so far. Most of this section of the path is supposed to be flat, but that's a fair little pull coming up that way. I mean, it's not like the Lake District or anything, but it definitely takes it out of you a little bit. Well, I haven't seen many walkers so far, but there's a lot of cyclists using this path. Well, we're finally coming out of the woods now, joining the road, which means that Nethy Bridge is not that far away. It'll be disappointing that there's another road section to finish off with, but there you go. Well, that makes it look as if we've arrived in Nethy Bridge, but we've still got half a mile to go down this road. Well, this is Nethy Bridge and the end of my first day on the Speyside Way. I'm glad I made that. For someone half my age and twice as fit, that would have been a doddle. But for me, of moderate fitness and with bare feet, 11 miles is about as far as I can manage in a day. So I'm pleased I've done that. I can't honestly say that was the most interesting or exciting walk I've ever done. It was okay, but the first mile out of Aviemore and about 2.5 miles through Garten and the last half mile into Nethy Bridge are all road walking, and that's not what I call a long distance walk. The rest of it is mostly on forest roads, so there are no views, nothing much to see apart from forest tracks. So all in all, that was a little disappointing. As for being the Speyside Way, the only view I got of the Spey was from the road at Garten, and I could have driven there. Didn't see the river at all anywhere else. Quite disappointing. Still, tomorrow's supposed to be a bit better, and I think I'll get closer to the river, so let the car go by, and back to the cottage now for refreshment, and I'll begin day 2 tomorrow.